Many years ago, in a meditation, I was shown the true meaning of desire. And I know that in many of the spiritual traditions, definitely in Buddhism, desire is a no-no. Desire is something we need to get rid of, maybe, or not be tempted by, or not feed. And what I saw in that meditation was actually the opposite, because I got this full felt sense understanding of the word desire and the meaning of it, the experience of it. So what I saw, like the word desire is D-E and then S-I-R-E. So D comes from, it's from, I don't know if it's Latin. But I checked it out later. So D means from, and sire, you may know that a horse, a stallion, can be called a sire. It's like the father, right? The big father. And sire is also what is used for kings, like sire. But what I saw here was that sire in this case is the divine Father, maybe, if you want to use that word, but basically that it is the divine. So the word desire, the way I was shown, means that it is coming from God. Very different than the desire that the Buddhism talks about that we need to get rid of. So what I saw too, that it is that desire that we are feeling deep down in our heart. It is not the little surface desires. That's very, very different. But it's this deep desire that lingers in your heart. And you may not even be aware of it because you may be too busy surviving, taking care of your life like most people are. It seems like most people are turned away from who they truly are, and they're in survival mode all the time, and it's very stressful. But when we listen to that desire that lives in the heart, and it's a very sweet process to take the time and feel this area in the chest, feel what it is that you long for. I've talked some more about this longing in other videos, and I think it's really important that we keep bringing it up, because the desire is God, the divine spirit, whatever you want to call it. It is calling you back in. It's not sending you out there to find something to make you happy. It's calling you back in. It's like pulling you. It's like, because it's such a sweet, sweet feeling when you actually go to the feeling itself of this longing or this desire. But most of us don't do that. We feel a desire or a longing for something, and then right away we think it's out there, right? So then we go and do some, try and get it. We may go on Match.com, we may go and buy, things we don't need, whatever it is. And then we go away from that call, that calling. And I think it is in Sufism that they talk about the longing as the most precious thing. And they go inside and feel the longing, because the longing is very alive, but it is the purity of the longing, the purity of the felt sense of the longing in here. And if we cut that off, we still are left with something that we want. It's like the difference between a desire or a longing that's deeply felt inside is very, very different from wanting something, which means that we are lacking something and we want something to fill that feeling of lack. And that's when we're out in the duality, out in the five sense world, which is really an illusion in the mind, but we don't know that until we fully come back home, and then we can see that. So the desire, if you can treat that as your best friend, it's like your best friend is calling you home. The divine is calling you home. So you turn, instead of trying to find it out there, you turn around and you get curious. You just get curious, like, what is this thing I'm feeling in my chest? There's something there, and it feels like I'm missing something, I'm longing for something, I'm wanting for something, and then we move away. But see if you can just keep moving closer to your heart area with curiosity. Curiosity is magical, because you go like, what is this? What is this? And you go, oh, there's this sensation here. And if you don't think it's wrong, or that you need to get rid of it, or if you need to fill it up with something, if you just stay with that, the curiosity and the purity of this desire, it's like, oh, what is that? What is that? And then you stay there for a long time if you need to. And try not to believe your mind that will tell you you need to go and find something there to fill that hole inside. Try not to be tempted by that. Choose to be curious about your longing, about your desire, about the divine calling you home. This desire is the divine calling you back. So now it's in your court. Now it's up to you to follow the calling in here, not out there, and just stay with that. Sit at the door, and you sit there in this openness to let the desire show you what it is. Not letting your mind tell you, because it has no clue. The desire knows exactly what it is. When you connect with it with a curiosity and an openness, okay, so now show me. What are you trying to tell me? And that's where the magic can start happening, because now you're sitting in the portal of your own divinity at the desire point. And there's something behind that you need to allow access to your experience and your expression. That's a very good start. If you do it, let me know. I would love to hear. You can maybe comment and let me know how that is. Many times it's helpful for other people to hear other people's experiences, and it would be lovely to share it here with all of us. All right. Thank you so much.